I guess we're gonna have to come up with an intro.
Ciao, sono Sam.
And g'day, I'm Lily. We're new to this, if you can't already tell. Super
Very.
comfortable on camera.
Very comfortable. It's natural. Second nature. So this is our first YouTube video. Our first
Ever.
video.
Officially. Hence the awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll get better.
Yeah, for sure. And we decided to read some relationship advice on Reddit.
Because well, first of all, we've got the best relationship in the world.
Yeah,
It's
number
no
one.
flaws.
Yeah,
It's all
positive.
good times. It's gonna make it sound like we have a terrible
Yeah,
relationship.
exactly. No,
We do have a really good relationship.
we have a very good
By the way,
relationship.
we're a lesbian couple.
Oh yeah, we didn't say that.
I'm Australian.
I'm Italian
You might have been able to tell from the intro.
from the accent.
We've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for the longest time, but every time we get in front of a camera, it's this situation.
So we just have to just get over
We're
with
diving
it.
in. We're reading relationship advice subreddit
Yeah.
posts because we think we're the most qualified to do so.
Yeah. No, because I think we both really believe in working in our relationship and ourselves.
Yeah, we've been putting a lot of work into our own relationship, and we're very interested to see how other people navigate issues in their own relationships, and maybe start a discussion as well.
And give our point of view.
Our advice.
So I'm gonna read this first story. English is not my first language, so sorry.
Her English is amazing. You be the judge. Let us know
Really?
down in the comments.
Or not, because reading is just
Also,
really hard.
like and subscribe.
Take one. My fiance, 35 male, has stopped complimenting me, 30 female, and it's my fault. How can I fix this?
Okay. It gives me the vibe that maybe she doesn't react too well to compliments, or maybe she wants more or like better.
Better
Compliments?
compliments. This could be potentially relevant to us because I generally don't take compliments very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get really awkward and I deflect them a lot.
Yeah.
But you never stop complimenting me, actually.
Yeah, like I know that like affirming you and to saying nice things to you is healthy, I think. So I'm gonna keep doing it. But I mean, yeah, you've never like shouted at me or you've never like hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I think we're conditioned in
Some
society to not
Probably.
take compliments very well.
So, my fiance, 35 male, and I, 30 female, recently got engaged.
Congrats.
It was everything I'd ever hoped for. At the beach, standing in the ocean, looking out across the water. When he slipped the ring on my finger, my heart exploded with happiness. We're very happy for the most part. The only consistent
The cracks are appearing.
The only consistent issue we seem to have are my insecurities. I am aware I have them. I am aware they are a problem. And I started therapy. Clap to
We
this.
love therapy.
Yeah, to therapy. I started therapy a little while ago to address them. But as they say, change doesn't happen overnight.
Don't we know it?
It's a journey. A little bit of background on me. I have been told I was ugly my whole life by everyone.
Oh my god.
Even some of my family would make comments. My favorite from my mom being, I mean, you're not a troll, but you're not like beautiful either. Holy shit.
How can you not think that your child is like the most beautiful thing to ever walk the planet?
This is absurd already. Yeah, thanks mom. That really stuck in my 13-year-old mind forever. Anywho, I had exactly one friend growing up, and even she would put me down around others. Eventually, being called ugly didn't even affect me anymore. I'd learned to accept it, so it just rolled off my back. So when my fiance calls me beautiful or gorgeous or sexy, it not only doesn't register, but it actually makes me fearful.
I'm sure she's thinking like, what what do you want? Like, what are you trying to get?
She says, but it actually makes me fearful and sometimes a little angry. I've seen his exes, the typical hot girls, long hair, thin, big breasts. I'm decidedly average. Medium length hair, chubby after having kids, some skin problems. I can't wear makeup because I'm literally allergic to every brand. You don't have to wear makeup to be beautiful.
And beauty is so subjective. I
Skin
think
problem.
like some people might say that calling yourself average is not necessarily like anti-body positive. I don't think average really cuts it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I may have an issue doing that
Oh,
myself.
We are not there. We are not.
Yeah. Actually, in our relationship, we're really working on making sure that whenever at least we say it aloud in front of each other, we stop.
We kind of call each other out. It's really hard. Like, we've all been raised in the same society.
Yeah,
but being in therapy is such a good step. And also being with a partner that lifts you up.
That lifts you up. Yeah. We've had fights because he will compliment me and I will tell him to stop lying. That I can look in a mirror and see everything wrong with me. In my head, whenever he sees my body, my stretch marks, my mummy tummy, he's comparing me to his ex, wishing I was more like them. He has never said as such. In fact, our sex life is mainly him focused on my pleasure, and he loves spending a lot of time exploring my body in different ways. But I still tense up when he touches my stomach or any other area I'm insecure about. I can feel him getting wary of it. He's all but stopped complimenting me.
Lately. He's basically stopped.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
So he's all but stopped complimenting me lately, and I understand why. I am totally aware that I need to work on my insecurities. My question here, though, is, do men actually do this? Do they compare their partner to their exes? I don't want to believe he is, and I'm tired of being upset and angry about it.
Maybe she thinks he's saying something, but then in his mind he's like, oh, but
yeah,
so-and-so had bigger boobs or whatever.
We're no men, so can't speak for women.
Yeah.
But each person is different, first of all, and I'm sure there's going to be some assholes out there who do that. Compare and say things to make you feel less than. But from this post that she wrote, it doesn't seem like he's doing that. It seems like he genuinely
is
loves
into
her body.
Yeah, is attracted to her.
He's attracted to her. But it doesn't mean that he should stop altogether complimenting her. I think he should also...
They're 35 and 30. Like, yeah, I think he should maybe be a little bit more mature than that. I can see why. I can understand why. But also maybe, like, if it's not working, then... like, inform yourself, read, watch some TikTok. That's not the way to solve the problem. By just, like, removing.
Try to figure out what you can do better to help your partner, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if he went to therapy and learned how to cope with whenever she has a negative reaction, or if they went to therapy together. I feel like we're going to answer communication to every single scenario.
Yes. And ease in communication, so easy.
But all you can do is trust your partner. You can't know for sure whether he's comparing you or not. If you feel like you've really picked a decent partner that actually loves you, like you said that the relationship's going great, he's proposed to you, like, all you can do is put full trust in your partner. And if you find out somewhere down the line that, you know, he was doing something like that, then you have every right to end it. But you can't have a relationship where you believe trust.
Yeah, you can...
the whole way through.
Yeah, you cannot be in a relationship if you don't trust your partner. But I do understand that not trusting him straight away and having these insecurities. And to answer her question, I don't think all men do that, absolutely. But he needs to perhaps work out a different way to help her feel better about herself.
Yeah.
Also ask her, like, why do you feel... like this?
What's going on in your mind?
What is happening?
And this is what's going on in my mind when I feel like you've rejected my compliment. One of them needs to go to the other and be like, this is becoming an issue. What she could do is go to him and be like, look, I've noticed you haven't really been complimenting me lately. I think it might be because of this, which I understand. I know that I react this and that way sometimes, but I do think I benefit from being complimented. I do think it's a healthy thing, and I did appreciate, like, I know it might not have seemed like it, but I do appreciate being complimented by you. So let's work through this together and figure it out.
It's a long day.
She worked all day.
Yeah, I think that's
all we can say.
It's perfect advice. Husband, because
oh no. This is gonna hit a soft spot.
It was random.
I'm 23F dating a 31M guy. Is the age gap really that bad? First thoughts?
I think that age gaps are an issue when there is a power dynamic situation, when someone is taking advantage of someone else. With that being said, I feel like whatever I say might sound like a justification because there is an age gap between us.
Correct.
So I feel like whatever I say is going to be taken the wrong way.
It's basically the same gap as well. This girl's 23. I was 24 when we met. Wasn't I?
Yes.
Yeah. And you were 31, which is the same age as the guy.
Yeah.
So it's literally just a one
year difference.
I feel like it depends on the life circumstances.
Yeah, for sure it depends on life circumstances. Let's just get into it more deeply and see their situation and everything.
Sounds good. Okay, we've been dating for about 6 months now, so it sounds like she was probably 23 when they started dating. And things are going well. We get along great, and I've never been this happy in any of my past relationships like I am in this one. The age gap doesn't really bother me, but some people do raise eyebrows when I tell them his age. I did feel a bit insecure at first because he already has his life together. He has a good stable job, his own house and a car. I have none of those things yet. I've just graduated college and looking for a job, and I still live at home. He pays for everything. Our dates, buys us food when we hang out. I brought this up to him and told him that it sometimes makes you feel bad. And he said it doesn't bother him because there are many ways I add to his life. He has also told me that I'm very mature for my age, ... which is true, to be honest. I also sometimes forget that he's 8 years older than me. Anyway, does age really matter, or is a strong connection and compatibility more important in a relationship?
So I think it's hard to judge. Like, we didn't have too much information. She said that he pays for everything, which is a bit odd in my opinion, because I think
that can lead to a power dynamic difference. Their relationship is semi-dependent on him financially. And I always feel like when there's a financial imbalance and an age gap, it's maybe like
it's a bit
maybe
tricky.
just something to keep an eye out.
Definitely.
And like I said about stages of life, it does sound like they're at very different stages.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking about. It looks like they're living very different lives because he
has a home, like, to call his own, like a private space for him, whereas she's still semi-dependent on her parents. He has a means of transport. I think when the older person has all of these things, like, it gives them more opportunity to be able to
have power on you
control.
And control you.
It doesn't mean that is necessarily the case.
Not necessarily just about the age gap, but it's when money get into it, or I don't know if I can say this. Like, it's usually when an older man looks for.
I wasn't sure whether to mention the gender factor because I know that, like, women can be perpetrators of abuse as well.
For sure. I feel like
men were the ones socialized to view women as objects to kind of like own and control. Like, I would say statistically it's more likely for a man to seek out a woman that is vulnerable and like.
I think we should look into like his past relationship. Does he always look for someone who is that much younger? Like,
or was it just
was he looking for someone who was that age or younger? Like, I think that is a factor.
And is he using these things like the house, the car, the money, like as a means to, like, we need more information. Is he using these things as a means to manipulate
her, control her, like, yeah. I think all of these informations are very important.
It's definitely not a guarantee
Yeah.
that there's an issue.
No.
There are factors here which are things to look out for. Like, how are these things impacting the relationship? And
always
so
talk it through with therapists if you can as well. I mean, sometimes it is still for me an issue in the sense that I feel anxious that is wrong.
Yeah.
For me
Morally,
to be with someone who is much younger than me. But I don't think in our relationship there is a, I mean, I don't know if I can say because I'm in the relationship, but I don't feel like we have a power imbalance in our relationship.
I mean, no one's ever mentioned, I feel like, no one's ever mentioned anything to either one of us. And we don't have any other kind of power imbalance. Like, we both earn the same amount of money.
Yeah. We're both, like,
we both have
traveling
driver's
in different
licenses.
countries. Yeah.
We've lived in different countries on our own before, both of us. We're kind
of on the same page of where we are in life at the moment, what we want to do in life right now. I'm not gonna get you pregnant and ask you to take care of my kids.
I do think the gender thing is a factor. I don't know if people will agree. I don't know if that's
I don't know if people agree.
Both of us are like really conscious of like treating the other one with complete equality and respect.
We're always checking with each other and with ourselves as well, whether we're crossing boundaries or we're being disrespectful in any way.
We got it. You didn't go. I didn't know what was happening. I think that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Come and see the next video.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll keep to a time schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
Really well.
We're gonna be so good at it.
Should we say bye in our perspective?
Yeah, we should. Which is gonna be exactly the same as the intro for me. Ciao.
Maybe I should throw a mate in there.
Please do.
Should we say it together?
Yeah. Ciao, mates.
I felt like I was looking at the camera like, better be watching the next one. This is our first YouTube channel.
This is our first YouTube video.
That was what I was trying to say. I'm a YouTuber. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so hard to pay attention.
Take one. Number one. There was no take before this one.